Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to LIFEPAL. Wondering what's so innovative in LIFEPAL? Then what are we waiting for? Let's begin! The main problem that a hospital staff face while treating a patient is identifying the patient and mainly identifying his or her blood group along with the diseases he or she is suffering with. Hence, taking a lot of time in treating a patient during emergency cases. The solution is simple. A smart medical card unique to each person is distributed to the general public. The card contains a unique ID measure like RFID. Upon the entry of a patient, when the card is checked in, all the details of the patient like recently diagnosed diseases, allergies specific to the patient, emergency contact number, recent appointment with the doctor's name and insurance details. Every second matters while saving the life of a patient. Thus, our product ensures the same. Let's see the features of our product. Easy and intuitive, fast and safe, a lifesaver.
Let's move on to the technical details of our project. The following are the components used in our TI project. First on the list is a BeagleBone Black wireless, which is running on a Debian OS and has an ARM processor. This is the main brains of our project. Next on the list we have the EM18 RFID module. This is a generic RFID module we are using for our project. And with this component we have a USB to serial converter. This is equipped with the RFID module to interface with the BeagleBone. Also on the list we have a TI RFID tag. Also with it we have the TRF7960ATB, which is also a RFID module and will be used further on in the project. The default setup includes the BeagleBone Black connected to the PC via USB. Also connected to the BeagleBone Black is the EM18 module, which is then connected via jumper cables, also connected to the serial to USB converter via jumper, which is then connected through USB to the BeagleBone Black wireless. Now let's have a short demonstration of the working of our project. Okay, now to provide a short demonstration of how the project actually works, let's use a software called Putty. Putty is an SSH client basically to establish a connection between the laptop and the BeagleBone. Now, connecting to the BeagleBone, we get the terminal of so. Now logging in as root. There, we have the access to the BeagleBone's terminal now. Now, we are going to run a very short or a simple Python program which basically enables us to connect the BeagleBone to the RFID module. So we run the code called sudo python rfid.py, where rfid.py is a Python script which basically collects the information from the RFID module and displays some information on the screen. Okay, running the code. Okay, now the BeagleBone is ready to receive inputs from the RFID module and display the information on the screen. So as soon as an RFID card is brought near the RFID module, we get the following information. The information consists of the card number, the patient info which consists of name, blood group, the last date on which the information was updated on, current medications, recent procedures and emergency contact number including the insurance details. Now all these details are displayed in the terminal. Now this isn't actually appealing to the doctors, so we have developed an amazing GUI especially for the use for the doctors, which will be explained in the next part.
We have developed the GUI using the Java programming language. This is the interface that is seen by the doctor as soon as the doctor opens the LIFEPAL app. When the doctor clicks on the doctor icon to log in, it will go to the login page. Before logging in, let us have a look at the database. In database, we have user ID, first name, last name, username, password, date of birth, and address. Now, let us enter the login credentials of first person with user ID 1 and password LL. And when we click on login, we can see that the database is connected to the app. And when we click OK and OK, it will show the user information as shown in the window. An additional button is provided at the bottom which will read the RFID card and shows the medications undergone by the patient with his or her permission, and an option to write another report of current medication undergone by the patient.
Hello guys, when Team Firebolt came and told me about LifePal, I asked what LifePal was. They told me that it's a smart health card. I asked them to elaborate about it. They told me that I no longer have to carry any kind of documents from my home to the hospital and then back from the hospital to my home. I asked them then how they're going to do this. They told me that they're going to digitalize each and every document of mine and then integrate to a smart health card. All that I have to carry is a smart health card. And I was so excited about this because this is a problem that has been affecting so many people across the country and there's not been a solution to this. I would just like to narrate an incident that has happened to me in the recent past. When I took my grandmom to the hospital, what usually tends to happen in the hospital is every time I go to the hospital, a report or document tends to add up to the existing document. And suddenly from nowhere, the doctor asks me to bring a list of documents that has been documented in the recent past. I find a tough time figuring out the documents. By using LifePal, all that I have to do is go and search for the document and then provide the document to the doctor. I also find that this could be of great use during emergency because during emergencies, what usually tends to happen is when the patient is rushed to the hospital, the doctors have tough time figuring out their blood samples and their past health records. By using LifePal, you can get almost each and every document, each and every report or each and every health record of the patient in just a swipe. And I think this could actually save a lot of time for the doctors to figure out the right things and the right health records and the occurrence for this emergency, and also the individual can be treated in almost minutes. And also I find this to be of great use to the pharmaceutical companies because what usually tends to happen to the pharmaceutical companies is they are unable to increase or develop their formulas because they are not getting any feedback from the users. As LifePal and Team Firebolt has data about a lot of patients and the details about the performance of medicines to each and every patient, they can give suggestions and feedback to pharmaceutical companies telling them that their medicines are not working for a particular treatment or for a particular duration of time, so that these pharmaceutical companies can develop their formulas and in turn it's going to be of great benefit to the users. All that I wish Team Firebolt and LifePal is to implement all the things that they have in their mind. The only chance that these guys have is to convince all the doctors and hospitals to use this thing, and basically what they have to do is they have to address about the problem and the need for the consumers. And I think they can do this. The only thing they have to do is they have to move as fast as possible, and it's all about the first market advantage, and I think these guys can pull this off. I wish all the luck and power in implementing all the things they have. Cheers to Team Firebolt and LifePal.